All right, guys, welcome to week 3 of the Savage Pokepod. I got my guy Kota over here. You got your boy Savs right here. We're going to talk about some cool things today. We got a $10 million Pokemon card, maybe. We've got Ascended Heroes that's coming out officially tomorrow. The pre-release pricing, we will touch up on that. And we got Destined Rivals going on an absolute tear. So let's get right into it. We're on episode 3, episode Venusaur, if you will. Maybe we can do a little Pokemon-related episode numbers. But dude, how you been, man? I know we're just coming out of well, we're not even coming out of the cold. Last week we touched up on we were about to get hit with a storm. Now we're like a week into it. Kind of crazy, but how you doing? You all right?
We got so much ice. It was insane. I never want to hear the sound of sleet hitting my roof again. And getting ready to have some more snow this weekend, so we're doing great.
Yeah, winter. Am I right?
I will say, as someone who's like, I don't know how bad it is up because you're a little more used to the snow up there. Here,
Yeah.
I went to the post office today to drop something off, and the poor woman, she's looking at me like, they haven't picked up the mail in 3 days. I was like, oh well, I'm
Yeah.
screwed. All these packages I've been taking into the post office for for the business, they're
Dude,
not getting anywhere.
I'm like
It's
waiting on a
insane.
package. I bought some like cards. I'm waiting on it, and I'm like, where is this? And as like, I'm like, can the mailman not get to my mailbox? I don't know. I'm like, no, this is cleared up right now. It's pretty good, but I don't know, man. That is, and I get a little nervous. I'm like, because you're buying and sending hundreds of dollars in some
Mhm.
cases, depending on what it is. But yeah, I'm waiting for a decent amount of cards to come in. So, but yes, so in the opening, I mentioned $10 million. So, let me share this real quick. We're not really going to talk too much on the Goldin auction that is happening. If you guys don't know about this, Goldin is running this big TCG auction, and they're
Ooh.
using Logan Paul's Illustrator Pikachu as like the staple piece in this, the anchor piece in this auction. So let me just put this up real quick. So here's what happens when you go to Goldin right quick. So there's a bunch of beautiful
Mm.
things in here. So like you don't really only if you don't like Logan Paul, if you don't like Japanese cards, or certainly there's something here for everybody. I mean, we're not going to go all through it. You can kind of come through this right here and look at the price points. You can see real quick. Logan Paul's card here, the one that he acquired, I believe he paid like 3 something million for it when he got it,
Yeah.
cash and trades. So it is this PSA 10, which there is already certain hype around it. Obviously, Logan Paul with his controversy, but the fact that this isn't perfect, getting the PSA 10, I think that it was like, yeah, I mean, granted, PSA's grading has definitely changed over time, so this is an old
Yeah.
card, right? So, but 5 million, I said 10 million because someone actually offered it. Well, it was rumored, and I don't know if they just did this to bring eyes and like just story to this auction, but like apparently somebody offered him $10 million to buy it flat out, and he declined it because he wants to see like where this auction takes the card, which is kind of crazy, dude. I mean, it's at 5 million. It still has what? How many days left in this auction? There's like 20 something days.
17.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, it comes with the chain, obviously, but the biggest controversy that came out this week on this thing, so it feels like every week there's something else, was that Goldin, they actually, it was a social media post that they did where he called Logan up and he was like, hey, I did this thing, and it was kind of like, yeah, Logan didn't know about it, but there's no way. But it was kind of weird, right? So like you're bidding on a card, and then out of nowhere, the card was then re-slabbed. So not even just talking about this card. Let's say you're bidding on a card on eBay or something or wherever, and in this case, like that card is old. The slab is kind of like a little decrepit, if you will. Like Logan Paul's taking it all over the place. He added it in wrestling. He's bringing it to all these appearances. So that's the reason why they said they were re-slabbing it, to like clean it up. Which, okay, fine. But like, do that before the auction starts. You know what I mean? Like, it's weird. It's very weird.
Every aspect of, if you can't tell, all the eye rolling is because how much I hate Logan Paul. The just everything about this, from all the scams and stuff that he ran allegedly. I don't know if it's actually alleged or not still, but whatever.
Yeah.
Um, to like selling off like ownership of this, and then rug pulling everyone. Imagine,
Mhm.
and all this stuff. And it obviously very clearly not being a 10, not being a 10 worthy card by any means, maybe like a 7 or 8. it's just the whole thing. Every aspect of this card is just frustrating to me, and it's too expensive. It's not a 10. I don't know if this is like a shill bid out
Yeah,
there or what, because that is not outside the realm of possibility with anything involving the polls. So
it is true. I mean, anything that you
the
can
Charizard is by far more interesting to me.
I agree because I really didn't even know about this card. If I'm being honest, I'm clicking back into it. I didn't really know about this card until he was like bringing all this attention to it
Yeah.
last year or 2 years ago, whenever he actually bought it. Now, being of a people that were in this hobby like when it started, right? Like these cards are way more interesting, and I'm kind of like really interested to see like where like this first edition Charizard ends up. Like I'm not even
Mhm.
sure what what the pricing is. Like, is this like a record high for this card? I don't know, man.
I don't think it's I don't think it's reaching where it did in
COVID.
the COVID times, the dark ages.
Yeah, interesting. I gotta
But
look into that. But yeah, I mean, like you said, these cards are that's the number two card here. Number three, the base set, first edition Blastoise, um, English, and then I think it goes into the Venusaur, obviously the top. So the big three in first edition PSA 10s. And then this booster box, dude, is kind of crazy. Like, I think that they were
yeah.
selling packs too, and like you can go to the headquarters and actually open the pack there, which is interesting. But 350K right now on a booster box, that's $1,000 a pack, which is kind of crazy if you think about it.
To imagine having the money to do any of this.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
couldn't.
I remember opening these packs. I didn't never bought a booster box
Mhm.
ever before I started
I
ripping.
didn't know booster boxes were a thing at that point.
Right. Yeah. So
I was too poor for that.
I don't know, man. Anyway, so yeah, just wanted to quickly touch up on the Golden thing, man. It is kind of interesting. I'm very interested to see like where all these big cards and everything ends up. But
Oh,
I want
fun
was
fact,
that?
the
Oh,
current record for PSA 10 Charizard is apparently $550,000 from December last year. So
$550.
it's
So it's
80K short of it right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets up to that, especially given the circus that's going on around it.
it was
It's the
550. Wait, it's only how much is it right now?
it's 470 right now, but it's still got
470.
17 days.
Yeah.
So
Jeez. Okay. Yeah. I
we'll
mean,
see.
and I honestly, I don't see it going for less than that, man. I mean, I think that
No.
dude, the
I
hobby
think
is coming. The market's picking back up again. So it's
I
very
also
interesting.
think that I all the attention that the Pikachu is getting is fine, even though it's obviously not worth it because it's clearly not an actual 10. But this is a much more interesting card to me. I
Yeah.
understand the rarity of the other one,
Me too.
but
Yeah.
it's again, it's if this was a PSA 8, which it at best probably is, if not less than that, we're not. If PSA did what they did to the what was it? It's a sports card that they randomly came back through because it was graded by a company they took over,
So they
and they
reslabbed it,
bumped
but
the grade down,
oh wow.
and it lost, like, over $1,000,000 in value or something, like, some insane number, and they had, like I think they allegedly had to pay out or were supposed to pay out the difference because the person bought it as a 10 because that's what they said it was, and then
Right.
they kind of rug pulled them, but that
Wow.
if that happened, imagine if they came back through and were like, "Okay, this looks bad on us because it's so obviously not a 10, so actually it's an 8."
Yeah. And it's like you pay 10 million or whatever. Oh, geez. Dude,
Yeah,
that would
but
be
they'll never do that. They'll never do that because 'cause they'd have to pay out for it, but it'd be funny.
yeah, because that's like yeah, I mean you changing the card, the price points are crazy.
Ah,
Um yeah, I just wanted and then all right, so Golden we touched up on. I wanted to quickly show you. I know you don't play Pocket, but I used to play it a lot more when it came out. It kind of fell off, but like they got some
Yeah.
cool new baby shinies coming in here.
Aw,
Um
I love the night.
yeah, so like obviously I do like the shiny artwork. You can kind of see the shinies here, which is cool.
Mhm.
Sometimes I just like look at these and I'm like, I wish I would have gotten we get some of these in like the actual TCG,
Oh,
but these types of glittery cards are definitely I'll keep those in pocket. But there is like I know we were talking about the illustration rares coming out of Ascended, and
mhm.
some of these cards, man, are like really interesting the way that they look. Like I
Oh,
don't know if it's like a
wow.
specific art style. It's they're kind of cool. I will say, aside from those glittery borders that you get in the TCG pocket, like look at this
Mhm.
bus ball. Like You know, it's like it's pretty cool. And then
It
I've never seen.
it's
Yeah,
it's really cool. I what do you think the odds are that someday they're gonna I mean, they have to. Someday they're gonna do what they did with Pokemon Go, and they made a set for it. They're gonna make a set for TCG Pocket,
I mean,
and
but then like, what do
it'd
you
be
come out
sick.
with like new artwork completely, or just like print this artwork in
Well,
some way?
this artwork is made by their artist, so
Right.
it wouldn't be impossible. It
Yeah.
would probably it wouldn't look exactly the same because when you're doing it via like, digitally, it's a little easier to saturate colors and make things
Right.
pop a little better and have more like of a texture. But like we've seen how cool the SIRs from this last era have looked in
Yeah.
person. I think they like this card, this ogre pawn, you could do that with it. You know,
Yeah.
you could do like the rainbow border
Yep.
texture with like this cool. I mean, Pocket's got so much better cards than the actual TCG. It's wild.
Yeah. I was gonna say like I don't think I've seen a car like I don't think I've seen like Ogerpon without a mask on the face. I never even knew like what it even looked like unless I just
Yeah,
couldn't tell.
you see it in the game, but yeah, outside of the game, it's really not a thing.
Yeah. I mean, like look at this Reshiram card.
Oh my gosh.
It's like sick, and you got like what is that, a Furret or something over here, or I don't even know what that
Yeah, Centric.
Centret, yeah. And like
Yeah. Oh
look at
my
this
gosh.
Oricorio,
That
like
looks good.
but then I wanted to go to the Score Bunny because we're getting a Score Bunny in Ascended, right? We were looking at that card, we were talking about how
Mhm.
nice like the cards look, and then Score Bunny's getting another card in Pocket as well, in the newest set. So it's interesting. I mean, I don't know, like look at this Ponyta. Like, are
I
we kidding
love
right now?
Galarian Ponyta so much.
Are we kidding right now? Like, this is
That
sick.
looks so good.
So I don't
That
know.
looks really
Ponyta's getting some love, especially with Gem Pack Volume 4 coming out, which we didn't talk about.
Mhm.
But Ponyta's getting some love there. Look at this Snubble, like just like just rummaging through a closet. I was like,
There's so many good cards in this
I think
set.
it's so cool.
Wow.
This one surprisingly looks exactly like the one from Mega Evolution. It's weird how
Yeah.
close it is to it. But yeah, dude, I mean, they really do a good job at like, just putting out some artwork. Look at this Sandshrew. Like we never got a
I
cool
love that.
Sandshrew illustration rare. It's a Gigalith. Like I'm not sure, but like, and I wanted to talk about this too
Oh,
because this is
look.
coming out right. This is coming out in so I'm wondering like it's interesting to see like what because you had to have looked at both artworks, right? And be like, okay, one's gonna go into physical TCG and one's gonna go here. But is Taranturam getting they're not getting an SIR or anything. So it's weird. Like they put it here and you got the
The
illustration
Tyrant.
rare. Yeah, the Tyrant illustration
Yeah.
rare going in the ETB. It's weird. More this is the Galarian
Oh,
Berserker.
wow. That's so good.
Yeah.
Man.
Yep.
I will sometimes go in and rip like a daily pack, but I have not like
Yeah.
really I've been getting into the like TCG online, like the
Yeah,
actual competitive.
that's good. Like this is like a
And
watered down version of it, which I hated because I wanted
I
my kids to
remember
learn
playing
it.
it and like it
Yeah.
was so coin flippy. I was like, "Oh,
Yep.
good." But the art is worth seeing just because you just rip packs and
Yeah. No,
check it out.
and
Is that
like
another Meowth?
I was just gonna say there's another Meowth in here. There is. The some
That
Mega
looks
Mile. Look at
good.
this
That
Salamence,
looks
which is
good.
Salamence, which is sick. Yep, and there's the
They
Meowth.
gave Meowth an immersive art.
Immersive card. So I'm like, come on. Like, so I was going through these today or yesterday, and I'm like, dude, really? Like
Is Meowth the legendary of Gen 10? That's
it's
what I
like
feel like it's leading to.
seriously. I love this Mega Kangaskhan too. I'm like, what's the
Ooh.
baby Kangaskhan called? I don't know.
It just is.
I don't know.
It's
And look at this
it
Slack
just
Off, just a
is.
full out vibe. So,
I
yeah, I
love that they
mean,
kinda that's very similar to the one in, I think Surging.
yeah, one of them exactly. Yeah, when he's laying in the field. Yep. So, I mean, just real
Mm.
quick, wanted to touch up on that, man. And let's move into Destined Rivals.
Destined.
I'm just gonna pop
Everyone
up,
called it dead.
dude. I'm gonna
Everyone said
pop
this
up
set is
the.
crap. It's cooked.
It's crazy, dude.
Scalpers sprinted away, selling everything they could at 80%. Look at
Like,
it
dude,
now.
it's actually really crazy, guys. If you have if you have a position in Destined Rivals, if you have a master set of Destined Rivals, drop what you got in Destined Rivals in the comments. We'd love to hear what people are collecting from the set, what people have in their sealed collection, as far as like maybe investing, like holding on for long term. Do you have slabs that you like from the set? I personally, Coda, Surging Sparks was my favorite set in Scarlet and Violet until I saw
Hmm,
Destined Rivals. I don't know,
that's
man.
interesting.
Like you know, Surging Sparks came after a few tough sets for me personally because it was Temporal Forces, never really had a connection to any of the Pokemon there. Then
Yeah,
came,
fair.
I think, Twilight Masquerade, which again, I wasn't really in the hobby for Greninja, where like the hype for Greninja, and now I understand it. And then Shrouded Fable, and then Stellar Crown, which was the Terapagos, was the bigger chase then. And then Surging Sparks hit, and I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, Pikachu. All right, here we go. We know Pokemon in this set. Bang, right? And then Destined Rivals comes out, dude, and I'm like, this set is insane because you like look at the top row. This is the top. So this is sorted by highest
Yeah.
value. Look at this top row. Like, what set do we have that has a top chase rarity in a Mewtwo, a Garchomp, a Ho-Oh, a Moltres, a Nidoking is there. A Nidoking is, you know, Gen 1, right? But that's
Mhm.
the top 5 cards in this set. You go to any other set, and you're not seeing heavy hitters like that
Not
in
unless
one
you go
set.
into a specialty set, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're 100% right.
Outside of, like, Prismatic and Ascended, you're not yeah, it's the perfect lineup. It was a perfect storm of obviously people were complaining ahead of time because they were like, "Oh, it's not just a Team Rocket set." But the fact that Cynthia carries so much weight in the game. Like everybody loves Cynthia. Everybody's clamoring for Cynthia to come back in the mainline games. Everybody wants Cynthia to come back more so in the TCG. Uh, and of course Giovanni, you know,
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
love Giovanni's King honestly, but I really like the I like the Mewtwo. It's not my
Yeah.
favorite Mewtwo, but I like it more than the one in Ascended. But the
Me too.
Moltres is incredible. The Garchomp's incredible. The Ho-Oh is the perfect Ho-Oh card for like if
Yeah.
you play Gen 2, it's like that's it. That's it right there. That's what it just feels right.
It is so nice, man. Honestly, I think my favorite card. I mean, I have a thing for the legendary birds from Gen 1, but dude,
Mhm.
we were talking about artists. This Akiragawa as well, just
Mhm.
absolutely crushed this artwork. Like, it is the
Yep.
flames just burning up this entire card. Like, you know, with the trainer, with the Team Rocket grunt or whatever we call this guy over here. Is that, I don't know what his name is.
That's Archer, I believe.
Archer, yeah. Just like looking down on the city. It's just like the artwork is just sick, man. Really, really
Yeah.
crushed it. But the story we're trying to tell here, right, is Destined Rivals is just on a tear. We
Yep.
just experienced a restock, and Destined Rivals was included in that. Now, again, we're not seeing booster box reprints, if you will, or restocks on any of these sets, which is kind of crazy. And Kota, you were bringing that up before about the booster box. I think you said it's up like 10%.
I mean, just 10% last month. And looking at the 6 month chart, we were down in September ish, I believe. You know,
Mm-hmm.
August. We were down in the $300 a box. You could have picked this up for $300 a box. Actually, I think
Yep.
you could have picked it up lower back in June. It was sitting at 245, 250, and everybody was like overpriced already, right?
Yep.
And we peaked in September around 450, and we
Yeah,
there's another
that September peak was kind of crazy. Actually, I think I don't know if it broke 500. You can see
it didn't
the
quite
peak over here.
rise.
But
Yeah.
the problem with Destined Rivals and why people's perception I think was kind of screwy was that this was now the first box because Journey Together was the first main set after the prismatic hype, right? Surging Sparks
Yeah.
came out, and I think it was still kind of like nothing crazy. Then Prismatic, and then the first main set hype after the hype was Journey, and I think it was at like the 250 range, and everyone was like, "No freaking way! A $250 booster box, brand new out the gate. What are we doing here, right?" And then bang, Destined Rivals coming out the gate like 350, and then it kind of starts to
Yeah.
dip a bit, right? And it's kind of hovering
Yeah,
there.
it had the standard post-release. It
Hmm.
wasn't exactly what people were wanting for certain people, but there was no shot this set was ever going to drop anywhere close to 200 market. Like
Hmm.
when I was looking at it, I had a small I ended up getting, let me think. Well, I got a box and then two of the Pokemon Center ETBs. So I didn't get a ton. But um once I saw them hitting like that 250 mark, I almost bought more. I just couldn't
Yeah.
like pull the trigger at that point because that was when I was kind of back out of the business part of it. But I mean, yeah, there was no shot that this thing was going to drop too low. And then seeing it, I mean,
Hmm.
it hit that September point of 450, and we've already surpassed it.
Yep.
And there's no signs of it slowing down because They're not reprinting it. As like you said, they're not
And that's really what
reprinting
it
this
is,
right
right?
now.
That whole point that you just said is they're not reprinting it. Booster
Yeah.
boxes are like becoming, I mean, they have always been the best place to, like, if you're going to buy something, keep it sealed. I think looking at it on a shelf looks nicer. You know, like it's got 36 packs. It's got like, it's a good bang for your buck, right? But at this price, like, I don't know if this could be, this is, well, this will be the evolving skies of Scarlet and Violet, right? So you look at it, and what I mean by that is, and I see you thinking, so I'd love to hear what you're thinking. But
Mhm.
when you look at this, just straight up out of the value of a set, it can't really, it doesn't have much room to go down. Like, you can see the correction here. It comes down a bit, and like it didn't dip down to the 250 range where it was low. So it went up, it
Mhm.
runs up, and it comes back down a bit, and it levels off, and then it's going to run up again. So we're thinking it's probably going to run up to even higher than 500 and then come back down
Yeah.
again, right? So that's how they kind of how these things trend. But if you look at Evolving Skies, when I got when I picked up 2 Evolving Skies booster boxes, I picked them up for 650
Mhm.
a box, and this was, I it was 2 years ago, maybe. So it was probably not even 2 years ago. It was like the first
It's
year I started
wild
streaming.
how short of a time it's been since, like,
So
it
that's up
feels like
two
this boom
thousand
has gone
dollars.
forever.
Yeah, that's up $2,000 in that time
Mhm.
in 2 years. So you're looking at this price point, it's like, okay, well, you got to think this is going to follow in that same trajectory. Now you're not going to see that in 6 months. I mean, I hope not, because that's a crazy increase in 6 months. But like, you will have to have this for a while in order to see that.
Mhm.
But you know, I don't look at this and say like it can't do what Evolving Skies is doing. And the pull rates are better, I think, in this set. I don't know. There's so many things I think that are going for it even more than Evolving Skies. But
Yeah.
it doesn't have that
I
Umbreon, but
Yeah, so my only pushback on that would be it doesn't have the characters and the Pokemon that have that long-term, almost universal appeal. Mewtwo is one thing, but that
yeah.
Mewtwo art, I think, is not everyone's favorite, right? It doesn't have a signature art, so I would almost compare it more to, like, Fusion Strike, where it has, like, a couple really good cards, maybe not Fusion Strike, something from, like, one of those
Like
Sword and
Killing Rain,
Shield
maybe?
sets. I wouldn't go that far down, but, like, there are sets, like, where you had a couple of banger cards, right? And this one has probably a higher percentage of that, but
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see this set drop I once the market cools down, because I think we're seeing this correction. We're seeing this. We saw correction. We're seeing it go back up, kind of all across the board, except for singles are a little slower on the game, but sealed especially is just
Booming.
sailing.
Yeah.
I think we'll see this go for a bit. I think we will see a bigger correction. Maybe it might be 6 months from now, it might be a year from now, but I think we will see that. And I know we've been saying that for a while. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But I think we have to. I think that the market can't sustain itself in that point. But
Yeah.
I think we'll see either a big reprint and a correction back down, or we'll see a natural correction back down. And I will be picking up
Mm-hmm.
a few of these probably uh, for a very long time. I mean,
I mean, that's kind
just
of like,
honestly, just because it's such a cool set. Like
right.
that might be someone I want to rip in 15 years.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly,
And right
this
now,
might be the base.
this is the last booster box that we got with, like we said the other time, with like a Pokemon on it around the sides. Like Mega Evolution right now is black booster boxes with the set name, and that's it.
Yeah,
So it's like
I
kind
don't
of
love
like
that
has that
design.
too. But yeah, to your point though, like if it comes down, you're buying it. You're not the only person thinking that. That's the thing, right? It's just like when a lot of people will say like, who's buying these things when it goes up? People are buying them, right? Like people will buy it. They see that if they can afford it at that entry point, they'll go in and they'll buy it.
I mean, you can see it's obviously not the sales point that we're seeing back here in the whatever this big spike is, but we're still seeing a couple hundred sales a time, and
Yeah, this was like a
the
thousand
supply is
boxes,
there's only 100. What does it say? 154 out there right
154.
now.
Yep.
That's not a lot.
Yeah. So when I had the opportunity to get booster box cases, I did. I ended up picking up
Mm,
like a couple of booster box cases, and in my head, because I do the live rips, right? I'm like, I know people want to rip this. So we ripped a couple, and I'm like, all right, I have to put a stop to it because A, I don't want to be charging too crazy of a price. And
yeah.
B, I love this set and I want to keep some for myself. So
Mhm.
I don't want to like be like sounding so selfish in that aspect, but I do have a couple of cases in my collection, my sealed collection, and I want to just hold them long term. And I think I heard you say that you have 2 Pokemon Center ETBs.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, I ended up giving I ended up giving mine away to someone on TikTok to a
Oh, so
on a
interesting.
TikTok
Oh,
to a monthly
okay, yeah.
membership giveaway, which I'm doing. We're giving away the Phantasmal Flames Pokemon Center one
Mhm.
tomorrow, Saturday. Yeah, so that's going to be for Savage member Givey. Become a Savage member at softsavagerips.com. Sorry, shameless plug. But Kota, I might have. Do you have a Prismatic Pokemon Center ETB? Because I might have another one.
I
Maybe if you want.
did.
I don't know if the value is the
I
same, but
I did sell that,
okay.
because that was that was called, 4 new tires on my car.
Yeah, no.
Um,
Listen,
but,
man. I mean, look.
yeah, you
Hey,
know what I'm
listen.
excited for, though? I've
I'll
got the
keep.
Ascended coming in.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
gonna try to
I got a
trade some of
couple of
those for
those.
some more
I will
of the
keep that
team of
trade
the
proposition, and I know you just like quickly brush that under the rug because it's a no for right now. But if in the future,
I hate Prismatic. That's the problem. I
well,
hate
I know
Prismatic so much. I don't even wanna own it.
that honestly, I lucked out with Prismatic. I got 4 ETBs. That was like the first and last time I got. That was the first Pokemon Center pre-order that I ever
Oh.
did, and I ended up getting 4. And Pokemon Center said, "No, you're a savage." 4 took 4 ETBs out of the case, sent them to me just loose in a box. 4. I was like,
Hey, look, I've lucked into being able to hit both of the Pokemon Center, Ascended Heroes drops. So I've got
nice,
4 coming to me. I
very
know
nice.
they're not gonna be in a case because 'cause they're gonna be 2
No,
separate orders,
yeah.
but
So
I don't
yeah,
if it
so
happened.
won somebody won as a subscriber givey on
Mhm,
TikTok. I traded one to my buddy Salty Salmon, who gave me a Surging Sparks Pokemon Center one in exchange because
mhm.
I like Surging Sparks and whatever I had, and I'm like, you know what, buddy of mine, let's go trade it. We'll do it, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna trade one to you for the Destined Rivals in like 3 years. It's gonna be awesome, dude. Um, I think this set's going to be insane in the future. I can't really, I don't even believe the run that it's having right now. It's not even a year old. So it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy to see this type of movement, this type of action. But we're also starting to see Pokemon just move in a different way in the sense that they're not bringing out more booster boxes, which is why these boxes are crazy right now. You can't
I
get,
mean, every box, doesn't matter what box it is, like, everybody hates Perfect Order. Guess what?
mhm,
Those Perfect Order, booster boxes on Pokemon Center, they were gone
yeah,
in like an hour, not even an hour.
yeah.
With their queue system, it was an hour. That's with it crashing constantly.
Mm-hmm. I mean
It's wild.
I pre-ordered some cases. I plan on ripping it. We ripped one box of Nihil Zero this week. I just got them in yesterday and someone bought one. Shout out to Nick. We ripped the Rosa SIR. First booster box ever opened up, got the Rosa SIR.
Dang.
Yeah. Listen, I'm gonna say it. I keep saying I don't want to gas the setup, but like the more you open sets, the more you can appreciate the artwork in person and it just becomes something else. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's
uh,
also like for everyone else out there that's been trashing uh this set. It doesn't matter.
mhm.
I'm sorry. It doesn't matter if you
Doesn't
like it or
matter.
not. No one liked Journey Together either.
Yep.
No one liked Temporal Forces. I mean,
Yep.
Temporal Forces I think was like the last booster box to sell out on
I
Pokemon
still
Center when the boom started.
I still don't like temporal. Just gonna keep putting that out there every chance I
I
get.
I there are cards I really enjoy in Temporal.
Yeah,
There
there's
are
some.
also just I don't really care about the Paradox Pokemon
Me either.
as much, especially the legendary dogs. I like some of the other ones, but
Yeah.
it don't, that's the whole thing is it just doesn't matter. And the
Yeah.
same thing with Sword and Shield era. Sword and Shield era, I mean, you could be stumbling over, Fusion Strike boxes and some poor LGS who just can't move them for 90 bucks a piece
I
or
wish I
whatever.
was in the hobby at that point. I mean, everyone
Like
says
you
that now, but like I
Yeah,
wish I
of
was in the
course.
hobby at that point where I could have started just to start the business aspect of what I'm in now
Mhm.
a few years early, right? 'Cause I kind of like missed the
Yeah.
boat on all of that stuff, but uh yeah,
Yeah, it just
it
doesn't
is crazy, man. I don't know. I hope they don't
booster
move away
boxes
from booster
hold.
boxes in general. I don't think they will,
No.
but like
They've been doing it for like they're
30
30
years.
years now. They're not
Yeah.
gonna move away from that.
Yeah, I just like
They may lessen it.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think they are already. Like, there's no.
Yeah,
I mean, unless the demand. I mean, we know the demand is there, so it could just be just getting eaten up that quick. You know.
maybe.
I don't know. But that's Destined Rivals. Let's see. All right, so let's move into we're probably Ascended Heroes is probably going to be a big part of our weekly Pokemon podcast here because it's the new set coming out. Official release date is tomorrow. We did touch up on last pod that the two pack
Yeah.
blisters, I guess you call them, or the promo card, the coin 2-pack coin sets, whatever it's called.
Mhm.
Those got delayed, which then I'm seeing people on a stream ripping them, which is weird. I don't know how these people got them. It's so certain things that are happening. I'm just like I'm not hating, right? I'm just questioning, like how do you guys have these, but no one else does? It's weird.
Look, everyone's dad works at Nintendo, everyone's uncle works at Funko, and everyone's cousin works at the TCG distribution.
Oh my god,
That must
dude!
be what's happening right now because there's no other way. It's getting
It's just
backdoored somewhere.
it's just crazy. I know. So you said you got your hands on some. What'd you get? What,
I
a three
did.
pack or?
I got a couple of the 3-pack blisters from Walmart when I was going grocery shopping. Uh, I ripped them. I got cooked.
Yeah.
But I will say some of the texture on, I think it was like the Koraidon was gorgeous. For some reason, it was like
The
it
regular
looked like
EX.
SIR texture, but
It's
the other
weird.
EXs were normal.
Is it because it's? I mean, I didn't even realize they were in the set. Like again, I ripped Mega Dream that wasn't in there. I didn't even realize they were there until we ripped some. We ripped 36 packs last night. That's all I got. We did one energy break, and I didn't even realize they were there. But I think they looked similar. I mean, they kind of had the shine almost that like the new Mega shine. Like you look at the Mega Gardevoir regular EX, it kind of has a like goldish glittery. I don't know. Did you pull anything? Nothing? Just a regular EX?
I got I pulled a couple of EXs. There was the other two EXs just looked like the normal like little star pattern. This was like the Koraidon was glittery. I was like, whoa, this looks sick.
Yeah.
And I pulled like two. I got the Beautifly and Obstagoon, I think. And then wait,
Nice.
hold on. I will show you my pride and joy. That I'm like half. I honestly I haven't fully studied it, but I think it might get a PSA 10. And me and my buddy were cracking up. I pulled it.
Nice. He's
The
showing
biggest,
the ends PP up full art
the
card.
biggest one.
Oh,
I forgot
my
we do audio
god.
too. But like, it was clean too. It's. I'm grading it because I think it's gonna be hilarious.
I think Pokemon's out here trolling us. They gave us the freaking full art. Like, oh my gosh.
But yeah, that was the most exciting pull. I got relatively cooked. I also forgot Walmart had upped their prices on their tech sticker collection. It was like $20 a piece for them.
Really? Oh man, so they're out there. I mean, dude, everyone's just doing that. Like,
I think Target was the same price too. I think Target when they were doing the pre-order stuff was $20. So,
damn,
but it was. I mean,
that's a lot.
It was one of those things where I grabbed it. And I was like, I'm never gonna. Who knows when I'm gonna open this again? I'm not gonna like.
It's true.
Open any of the Pokemon Series TVs. I've got a couple of the bundles coming, but that's not until April. So
Yeah,
I'm opening Mega Dream.
That's the thing. It's like you pre-ordered them like 4 months ago. By the time you get it, but so Ascended Heroes, the pre-release on here, like with these the prices, Pokemon Center ETB is $350 at market price. Is that kind of like normal for? I'm pretty sure. I mean, Phantasmo was probably there, right?
Every number you see here means nothing. It's insane. I mean, there's pre-release prices on things that don't exist yet, like the Mega for Alligator box. That doesn't even.
Who knows when that's
this is
going to
just
come
like
out?
small LGSs or like people that have like technically hobby shops or whatever that can just set their own price and try to set the market. It's a big issue I have with TCG Player, honestly. I don't like that
because
they're able to
you
do
have
that.
to have you have to be a certain, you have to have in order to get pre-release, like you can't pre-sell stuff on.
Yeah, it's specifically like
a certain account, right?
Shops, like specific shops. I don't know how the criteria is.
Yeah,
but like the 3-pack blister is $41.
Yep.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I've been seeing these go on like Whatnot for like 25 to 30 a pack. So that
I am surprised that the price. Yeah, the pack price on here is only like $15.
Yeah, I saw that down here. I was like, wait, how is that even possible?
Or
But I
yeah, so
guess I guess
I'm
that's $45 if you do it, and then you're getting the little Cosmo Hollow. I guess that kind of makes sense when you're looking at this.
yeah,
It
but
definitely
it's
came
just
down from last week, which makes sense, and it's going to come down even further, guys. So don't FOMO.
hopefully.
The thing is, don't FOMO. If you're like Kota or whoever else, if you guys could find it out in the wild, and like for $20 for 3 packs of a special set, you got to look at that as a W right there, and you take it and you rip it. That's it.
Yeah, it's
Um,
look, this set is going to be printed. Think about how long 151 is printed. Think about how long Paldean Fates was printed. Think about how long Crown Zenith was printed.
hmm
I mean, they were I
the
mean, Crown
difference
Zenith
is
was insane when it came out.
yeah, dude. I
And
remember like that was right when I was getting in, right? Like that 1 year in with my kid. I wasn't even streaming at that point, but every time I
mhm.
walked into Target, I saw ETBs on the shelf every time.
Yeah, I could go to Sam's Club and pick up those Sea and Sky boxes for months.
Yeah,
Even when the boom started, it just no one cared
yeah,
about it.
yeah. And
And
now it's
there
like,
will come a day when Ascended Heroes is in a similar position. Maybe not quite to that point, but it will be MSRP
the problem
in a year or two.
is that those sets weren't released in a huge hype cycle. They weren't. So look at like because then you can say the same thing about Prismatic. Prismatic has been printed there every month. There's another Prismatic product that was
Mhm.
released last year, or a print or like a restock of Prismatic, and it did
Yeah.
nothing. It did nothing to the price. Like it's crazy. The ETB has I don't even think the ETB maybe dropped below $100 for like a week, maybe not even. It was always
This
over $100. It was crazy.
yeah, my mentality comes more from being a overall not a I don't like calling it a bear in the market, but more of a this will not last another full year. And even if it does, it won't last another 2 years. And there will still be somewhere in the printing
Mhm.
cycle for Ascended Heroes where it will be accessible again because I
Right.
don't think the market can sustain another like full print cycle of 2 years or whatever. 151 is printed for like 3 years. I don't
hmm
think the market can sustain that. So I think there will come a day where you can at least get it for MSRP.
I mean,
Um,
you have to think like when does Pokemon, and I don't know what their plans are with the new printing facility. I mean, like Ascended Heroes that you think is probably going to be printed for in that facility, but like when do they stop? Like when do they stop printing Prismatic? Like, you
who
know what I mean?
knows?
It's just like, and this is the problem that I have is that who knows if Pokemon printing Prismatic for 12 months, redoing all this stuff made these packs be delayed, made the ETBs not be able to come out on time. Like certain things like that, I feel like, and they're never going to say it, but like you have to have it thinking about it in the back of your head. Like, have any of these moves that they're making like impacted the future sets? I mean, I get that they have it set to print way in advance, but like, how do they do this where it was like last minute? These products are not coming out. It's just weird.
That I don't understand announcing the 2-pack blister being delayed, like, at the last second. I don't know if that was a logistics issue on something other than the packs, which it
Yeah,
could be. It could have been a,
because there's a coin and there's a
issue with the packaging, or it could have been an issue with the coin, or it could have been
yeah,
any number of things that are, reasonable.
right.
Like, reasonable. It's nothing crazy, nothing, like, sketchy,
I don't know.
but it is odd. It is odd that they've chosen to release this in a tiered, like a wave release, and then waves inside of those waves, but
hmm
they still were delayed on it. I think is I remember talking to, like, I think it was Ty and Casey, maybe you, when everything was happening, and they were like, everybody's like, they're gonna print these things in the ground. We're gonna catch up. Like, it's gonna catch up. And I was like,
Yeah,
they're not prepared enough. It's gonna take
yeah.
them a long time to be able to do that because they realize they learned from what happened in 2021, 2022 when they printed things into the ground
hmm
and the hype died and things were sitting around unable to be sold
Yeah.
for years. And now they're seeing this. I don't think they're going to do the same thing. So I think there will become a time when the hype itself slows down because we as a people are very easily distracted by the new shiny thing. Sorry, One
hmm
Piece. And I think you're gonna see this, like, this the hype cycle die down a little bit. I think in the hype cycle, there will be a point where the hype cycle dies down enough to where the slow increase in printing will catch up,
Yeah.
and then we'll see a surplus again. But I still think that I think they are going to catch up with printing some. I don't know when it'll be, but I think there will become a point, and I could be wrong, and this could be wish casting in a way, but I think just like natural market and hype cycles of things that we'll see by, I'm gonna say summer 2027, which I know is like a wide range I'm giving myself. I think we'll see MSRP
Mm.
ish for stuff. Um, Maybe not booster boxes,
Mm-hmm.
but maybe like the, regular set ETBs, bundles, that kind of thing, where it's a little more accessible. Just because
Yeah.
I think they're going to catch up with printing to some degree, and I think the hype will naturally fall. Um, I could be
Whatever
wrong,
whatever happened
but
at the end of last year was definitely weird to feel. Like I felt like I went to like I felt it. You know what I mean? Like on the live streams, at the shows, like it was weird. I'm like, wow, is this like actually slowing down? I
and
don't
that
know.
and
It was weird.
that could be attributed to just people don't spend as much on
Right.
non-necessities during
For the
Christmas time
holidays. Yeah, for the
and the
holidays. That's
holidays,
exactly yeah, that's
and
exactly what it yeah.
that seems to be the case given how much, like, some of these sets have popped off in the
Mhm.
last, month or so. But I think we'll see at some point in the next year and a half at most a heavier correction. Whether or not that's to MSRP, I don't know, but I think we'll see a heavier correction where you're gonna see something like Journey together, something like, um, oh, what's the other Perfect Order, some of these sets that aren't as crazy,
Yeah.
uh, drop back down to like 160, 170, 180 range.
Interesting.
And they will be pickups at that point for
Right.
me.
That's kind of the thing, right? Like as soon as people start seeing these boxes, people that are used to this new price entry point, right? Like once you start seeing things go to 180, it's like, does it even ever go back to MSRP because that's so low already? But I feel like if the overall sentiment around a set is not good, people won't like it because of that reason. Even if they like,
Yeah.
I'm noticing that I kind of do like some of the cards in this new set. It's a small set, so it doesn't leave much room for like a lot of people to find something that they like in it. It's like,
Mhm.
all right, there's only this many cards you can choose from, and I don't know. What's your hat? Is it a Snorlax?
Oh, yeah, I just got this for my birthday.
I was like,
So,
I didn't want to like zoom in all the way. That's sick. Is that like embroidered almost, or like?
yeah, wrong way.
Oh, there you
There you
go.
go.
Oh, dude, that's sick. I
Yeah,
love
my,
it. Oh yeah, happy
it
birthday,
was
by
a
the way. Did it
thank
pass?
you.
I remember we were talking about. Did
No,
your birthday pass
not
officially,
today.
or what was that?
Today,
Today. Oh my god, happy birthday, dude.
today.
What?
Thank you.
How do we do we got to open a pack or something? How do we like what do I have over
I
here?
ripped my packs.
I ripped my birthday packs. Hold on.
I ripped my birthday packs. I got cooked on them.
Hold on. I have an Obsidian Flames pack over here. First pack rip on the Savage Pokepod. How do we go all the way to episode 3? All right,
That is kind of ironic.
whatever's in here is going to Kota. May it be the Charizard. May it be a
Look,
Charizard.
I have such bad luck at ripping ships. This is going to be
Let's see.
absolutely nothing.
Chandelure,
Hat.
reverse, reverse,
That's about right.
and a Palafin, and a Palafin
That's about
Hollow.
right.
Oh man.
It's all
Oh
good.
man, happy birthday, dude. My gosh, what are we
Thank
even
you.
talking about?
Thank
Why are we
you.
doing a pod on your birthday? We could have changed the day.
No, no, no. I don't want to be reminded how old I am. I'm good.
How old are
No, I
you?
work today. I'm 33.
How old?
33.
33. I knew you were like young. I'm 40. Young guy.
Here's the thing. I've
Young
always
guy.
been like the old person in all of my friend groups and all of like the people I hang out with. So I just like
So you fit right in.
everybody I work with is younger than me. So I'm just like
Hey.
I'm always feeling like the old person. I just always yeah.
Dude, well, happy
I just
birthday, man.
assume.
Thank you for
Thank you.
spending it on the Savage Pokepod. Shout out to
Heck
you.
yeah. No
Um,
better place.
the last thing we wanted to just really quickly touch up on is the I know you mentioned it. I pulled it up. Let me see. I think it was on. Yeah, it was on IG. And here it is.
Oh
So
boy.
let's quickly just chat about the pre-release, essentially the pre-release pricing on the singles now. We just looked at quickly some of the sealed, these singles, and guys, we episode 2 we were just like, if the Charizard XEX SIR is X value, like how much is the Gengar going to be? And Kota, you were the first one to say like it's going to be more, and I was like, I agree with you, it will be more.
Yeah.
And I think
Looking
it's
at
come down. I think it's come down from this. This was posted on Poke Notify's Instagram, what, like yesterday, actually? One day ago.
yeah.
So
I think
as more
someone in your
people rip it.
Discord said there was like a $1,600 sale too. So it's
Yeah.
but yeah.
And we were saying it's really gonna be affected by the lack of product that's out there
Yep.
for people to rip. And it looks like, and we didn't really know the pull rates, it looks like the pull rates are on par with the Mega era, where, you know, one in every 9 packs for the IRs and stuff like that. It's not Crown Zenith, which I was really, really pulling for. But a day ago, pre-release set pricing on a Gengar was over 2,000. So you're probably in the 1,500 range right now. As more product gets opened up, we'll start to see that dip down. But that's insane. That is definitely the highest. I mean, I don't even know if Umbreon EX, the Sumbreon from Prismatic, was it this high? It might have.
I'm not sure. The Charizard had like, I think like one sale at around 1,500, and then like
It dipped.
catastrophically dropped. I don't know what the Umbreon actually ended up at for the pre-release. Let me pull that up. But yeah, this is madness. This is too. Yeah, no, 1,600-ish. It looks like
Umbreon. I was about to see a TCG player
somewhere in that range. Back in January. So yeah, similar. So, it's too much, guys. Please don't buy this yet.
Yeah, that's
don't
crazy.
do it. Just go buy the Mega Dream one. Don't do this. Don't do this to yourselves.
No, it's a lot. I don't know why people pay this much, because it's not like.
I wonder how many of those are legitimate sales.
That's my thing, because if you're in this, unless you're a complete noob with money, like you're in this hobby.
There are plenty of right now.
There is, and that's kind of like maybe why that is. But you know, every set this happens. The cards come out pre-release before the actual set is officially released for the masses to open, and the price on everything is way more, and it always comes down. So all your favorite YouTubers will make the video. The pricing on this is plunging, and then they say, obviously, you know, it's kind of like a clickbait, because they know it's not like it's news, but they know it always comes down. So 2,000 for the Gengar, the Mega Charizard Y, which is interesting. And I was just thinking about this. You can't even get this in Mega Dream. So this becomes kind of like its own type of chase in a way, because you have to get these in those deck boxes, the Battle 100 boxes.
Okay. Yeah.
And those are like, that's filled with problems and its own controversy, because you can like weigh the boxes. So I never got them, because I wasn't about to enter that arena of, you know, oh, you guys are weighing stuff. I would never. But then you got the Dragonite, which you can pull. I've never pulled this one. This is the only card we have not pulled on Mega Dream.
Really?
Still chasing it. Yeah. We pulled the Gengar last week. I think it was last week. So I've not pulled this. But so the Charizard is at 950. And I'm assuming these have probably come down since, but 800 for the gold Dragonite. And then the Mewtwo, which I don't see. I can't believe it's the top. It was like the 4th card ahead of this Pikachu.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a story in itself. This is a tragedy right here.
I wonder if it's because there's 2 Pikachus.
Okay, because
they're splitting the vote, if you will.
We both said the pink Pikachu.
I prefer it.
But we preferred it better than the other one. This Dragonite is absolutely stunning. I definitely clipped this from our last pod. I put that up because I want to remember just loving it so much. And then surprisingly is this Gengar Mega Attack Rare Gengar is up here, which is interesting. Like ahead of other SIRs. I mean, obviously the Frostlass, but we weren't sure what the I love this Psyduck. We weren't sure what the rarity was going to be on that other Pikachu. Was it an SIR or not? I guess not. Maybe it's an art. I don't know if it was an SIR or not.
I feel like I should know this.
We pulled the Psyduck too. Out of the 3 art rares the illustration rares we pulled out of the 36 packs, one of them was the Psyduck, which is nice.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask how that went overall.
First pack we opened up, dude, Mega DNC, Mega Attack Rare. I'm like, no shot.
Oh.
Let's go. First pack on a Soft Savage Rips live stream. We got to do that. So, but you know, it's not on TCG Player, is it? I guess we can maybe find it on.
Yeah, I'm searching now.
There it is. On Pokebeach. It is a double gold star.
Oh, so it is a secret illustration. So
Yeah, it
he
is.
chose 2 SARs. Oh my goodness.
And they're back to back in the set. So this is 276,
And they're
277.
both equally good cards. Honestly, they're both great cards.
Yeah.
You know, I have no problem with, honestly, if as much as I'm tired of it, I don't mind them having 2 Pikachus that they both look that dynamically different.
Yeah.
This set's so good, man. It's gonna be such a pain. It's gonna be such a pain overall because of how the wave release is going. Because who knows? They delayed the 2 black blisters. They may delay the ETVs. They may delay the bundles.
Yeah.
You know, we may be dragging out this release till just the initial release. Not even talking about the second waves. We might be dragging out this release until May, June.
I hope
like
not.
we might be in perfect order territory before we even get through the bundles.
Yep.
I don't know. That's the problem is when you set a precedent of being able to just, and obviously they're well within their power, but just dropping like, we're delaying this.
Right.
You know what? We're not gonna have it in time. Just we're not gonna tell you when it's released. Just like chill out for a bit. Like it'll get there when it gets there, kind of thing.
It's affecting the TCG now too. I don't know if you saw that.
Hmm?
They're like, it's affected the actual TCG gameplay because they now said that Ascended Heroes is not legal, which it would have been. I think there's like a certain,
it's supposed to be
like 2 weeks after
supposed to be legal.
one of the products. Yeah. So they just announced that too, which it's just so weird, dude. Like what is happening? Who is running?
Because the funny is on the TCG online, people are playing the decks. Like,
right. So
like I played against a wild Mega Meganium deck.
they can already do it even before official release. Like I thought the QR codes. I guess maybe they were just giving out. Free...
in the game they gave us like a ton of packs and stuff.
Right. Okay.
So I still got nothing. This set is gonna be prismatic again, except for I'm gonna love every moment of it.
Oh my gosh, dude! Oh,
yes,
it's such a heartbreaking sentence to hear.
I know. This is why I still think that Mega Dream is a fantastic buy right now. Yeah. Like I know our guys got it for like 78 or 80 or something like that a box. I think people are gonna see this. They're gonna see this release. They're gonna see the prices. They're gonna see how absolutely insane the demand is for how little product there is. And I think you're gonna see Mega Dream getting back over $100 a box wholesale.
Japanese boxes are kind of surprisingly on a run right now too, which is weird.
Yeah, it's not helping that either. Because like I was looking at Black Bolt White Flare being like over $100 a box. I was like, dang it!
Super Legend Breaker over 100. I'm like, what is happening?
Terrasso's up to like 130 or something like that. Yeah, and that's you guys. We're talking about like we're talking about like the person we buy from. That's the prices they're giving us, not the prices that like these people are selling for. This is a wholesaler that's paying these prices. That's charging these prices. I think the reason you're seeing that is because of, you know, how little reprint and how they haven't been reprinting booster boxes. Like at some point, the only booster boxes you can have access to is Japanese.
Yep.
So like, you know, given that they have not reprinted booster boxes in a while, and they don't necessarily seem to be doing that. I know there was some rumor floating around that they were like a bunch of phantasmals coming out. I think maybe it was someone in your stream last night said that. I was like, no, they're not.
I would hope, but I don't. Yeah, I couldn't read
one. That facility is not ready to print, and 2, that is way too many. They would never print that many.
I would love it, but right now
he's like,
yeah, like I'm get like the Phantasmal Flames booster box cases are selling for $1,500 plus. That's over $250 a box. So for someone like me to get that and not charge an arm and a leg, the profit margins are really just crap. But I want the set to rip and hopefully pull some people that Charizard. But like, I think that Ascended Heroes being what's happening with Ascended right now and having Perfect Order come out then as the next set is creating this perfect storm of seeing everything else. Everyone's eyes are going to be moving to everything else. And I think we're going to start to see big upticks in almost everything else because of it. Because of You can't get the product for Ascended, and then Perfect Order being that set that's small and not as popular. Everyone's like,
Mm-mm.
all right, I'm gonna go back to rip more Mega because I still need to pull the gold Gardevoir or whatever. And I think we're really gonna start to see other sets just take off too, which is kind of weird to say. I don't know, but like to your point, it would be the same thing to happen to Mega Dream. It makes Mega Dream look that much better because it's the same.
Mm.
It's more than half the set, but it was cheaper at the time, and
and
you can get it.
so many people out there are still ripping for the fun of ripping. Like
Yep.
I know there's like the scalpers and the whatever you want to throw the names out that rip. The people hate rip and shippers. People hate resellers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there are so many more people that just want to rip packs, and if they can look at it and say like, well, I can get an ATB for like probably
Yeah.
$140, or
Right.
I can get a Mega Dream booster box with a guaranteed secret rare
Mm-hmm.
for maybe 100.
Yeah.
They're gonna be pulling the trigger on that. I think we're gonna see. I mean, Terrestrial had a time when Prismatic came out where Terrestrial was like, I got Terrestrial for like $70 a box or something like
Yep.
that. It was like
Yep.
I bought like a bunch of them. I ripped a couple of them. I ended up pulling the Sylveon and the Espeon, one out of each. I
Nice.
had 2 boxes I ripped, and I got the best
Terrestrial
time of my
Festival
life.
is so underrated, dude.
So
When
much
when
better
people
than
when people come to
freaking
realize that
Prismatic.
there's a guaranteed SAR in every box. That's Mega
Mhm.
Dream isn't even that.
Yeah.
So the opportunity or the chance to pull an evolution is so much greater, and then you get the God packs as well. Terrestrial Festival it was such a like, dude. When we opened that and then we saw Prismatic, I was like, what happened here? Like, how did
Yeah.
what disconnected here? Because
And Terrestrial boxes are still, if they start creeping down towards like the 100 mark, they can get
yeah,
around $100 again from our guy. Like
yeah,
I'm jumping on a few because it's going to. So what? Everybody compares Prismatic to Evolving Skies.
hmm
Realistically, yes, the pull rates are pretty equal, but um, if you look at even the Korean boxes of Evolving Skies,
yeah,
sky high,
yeah,
insane. Much less the Japanese. Like these boxes are going to age well because, especially since given like the Japanese and the English were similar pull rates in Sword and Shield era and Evolving Skies era. You're telling me that I can guarantee get an SIR out of a box?
yep,
That premium goes up.
yeah.
So I think you're going to
And
see
and
a
realistically, the other
big
SIRs are
uptick.
nice too. Like you got the Roaring Moon,
Yeah,
which is nice. The Ursaluna, which is nice. What else is in there? That you got the Iron Valiant. And even like the Iron Hands, like they look cool too in those SIR styles. But
also in today's Dakota talks about how Japanese collecting is better than English collecting. The Japanese Magikarp's only $100.
that's crazy. Oh, actually, we should probably pick some of those up. I might want to
It's
pick
only
that up.
$100, and
Oh,
it's going to grade better.
yeah.
I
Oh
mean
my gosh. Well,
the
the
big
English
hits.
one, dude. Go ahead.
Let's see the big hits in this for the Japanese, like $100 for that. The next one is Dendra full art because they love
The
their
trainers. They
female
love the
trainers.
trainers.
$52 and like 46 for the Oscar. Like these prices are way more attainable to collect. I when I started my, and I'm off on a tangent, but I started my illustration by me. I was like, I'm gonna do English. And as I slowly did it, I was like, why am I doing English? Japanese looks way better. And all my slabs are Japanese except for a couple. So I've like switched up because I'm like also I was looking at how much it was costing me and I was like, my
Yeah.
binder's like $1,200 right now. That's too much.
Sheesh. Oh
A
man.
lot of it's like stuff I've had for a while, but like that was too much. I was like, I need to get
It went up.
Japanese is gonna be way cheaper and it's gonna be way better looking because the
hmm
textures are so infinitely better.
They really are, and you don't realize it until you start opening them. I didn't know until I started ripping Japanese.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at the near mint right now in TCG player of the Magikarp, and it's 276.
Mhm.
So that's not, dude. That is not bad at all
I think
considering where it
I think I
was.
posted
It was
I think I
four
posted
hundred
that on like
dollars in September at the peak.
yeah. The illustration peak. Here's the thing. I it's always boxes and sealed are always going to be the
hmm
best for investing. If you're investing, don't buy singles. If you're reselling, buy singles, buy collections, flip them, do that. Go for it.
hmm
When I get singles and collections, I they go. right out the door. They come in, I buy them at my percentage, and they go right back out. They're
And
at a
this is on
show,
TCG Player?
TCG Player, eBay shows,
Dude, I can't
whatever
wait to
I'm
hear more
doing at
about
that
this.
moment.
I think I just loaded my
Yeah,
first cards on TCG Player, but my account was
get
like
ready for some
frozen or something.
nice fees.
Yeah, I think my account was, but it's nothing crazy. I just wanted to like see what it was like to load. I think I just loaded like a couple of reverse hollows and from Phantasmal
It's a
maybe just to load something
I
up.
I have a video. The video I'm filming, I was supposed to film today, but I decided not to because it's my birthday. So the video I'm filming tomorrow is about my current strategies for the business side, given my restart. And
Nice.
one of the big ones is you have to be as liquid as possible. So you have to, like, when you get cards in, you cannot sit on singles.
Yeah.
Sealed, even I'm not really sitting on. Like if I get like ETBs or a booster box in for like 80% usually for those like the bigger ticket items, I'll be like
Yeah.
80. They go right out the door. Whether it be shows, whether it be trades, because you can get a lot of people will trade a little higher for sealed
Yeah.
versus
Mm-hmm.
your sales. They go right back out the door. I'm not.
Yeah.
You can't sit on anything right now for a sell, and also looking at singles market and looking at the sealed market, it's so dynamically different.
Yeah.
Sealed is always going to be the king long term. So I
Yeah.
always tell people like, don't sit on singles. Don't sit on singles.
Yeah. You're right.
But yeah,
I have a binder full of singles, but
hopefully,
it's sitting there like to your point. It's like your binder collection, your binder value goes up. I took it to Collecticon and I did trade to some Zapdos
mhm.
cards, which was nice. But
Yeah, like if you're collecting, obviously, but if you're like in the business side of it,
yeah,
singles, you get them in and get them out because they're so volatile and they don't you see, oh, Paldea evolved. Good gosh, the box price is insane. Oh, the Magic Carp's down to 270.
right. Yeah.
Like the box is like 500 or 400.
Yeah.
The top chase is 270, and you're hoping to pull one of those.
Right.
It's so funny. Sealed is such a weird
That's what, because like, I mean, when you buy
market.
sealed, I don't think you're ever expecting to open it. So you wouldn't be looking for the Magikarp in that aspect. You just want to have the stat boost. Honestly, like when I look up on my shelf here and I see my Sword and Shield era booster box displays, they're all in acrylics.
Mhm.
It's silly when you think about it, but I love the way it looks. I
Yeah.
love the way it looks. I've got the 151 Chinese boxes, all four of them. Love the way it looks.
Mhm.
Um,
And
yeah,
some people like just having that aspect of it. They like
yeah,
the aesthetic of it,
yeah.
all that stuff. And you know what? I like that. That's why I collect, Japanese Japanese SRs, just PSA 10s, because I like the aesthetic of it.
I
Is
was
this
just gonna ask you. We should do this. Like, what did you pick up this week?
this week? Oh goodness. Okay.
Yeah. What's like
I have
one thing that you
really
picked up? Like, show me like a few things, or like one
I,
the biggest thing that you picked up this week. Something you really liked this week.
let me well, I mean, obviously the what I pulled today we already showed, so
Yeah.
but let's see. Oh, I opened I got the Costco when they did the Charizard boxes.
Yeah.
And I did get I obviously with this I didn't get anything great out of it, but I do have this that is a clean card I'm gonna send into
Nice. The
PSA.
Oricorio. That's the Oricorio
Yeah,
promo
it's
he's showing there.
super,
How,
super.
how was the
I
Charizard?
keep forgetting that.
What?
Oh, I
Oh,
keep forgetting that we're on audio too.
yeah. Hey, listen.
Um, but yeah, no, I got this, which I really wanted this in a PSA 10, so I'm hoping this one comes back at 10. The Charizard
Nice.
was cooked.
Yeah.
But also, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere there. I pulled the Lopunny from that, so nothing
Nice.
crazy. I honestly, the biggest pickups were the Ascended Heroes, just getting to open that because I really wasn't expecting to open
Yeah.
any.
So you were like, wait
And
a
as
minute.
badly as I got cooked, I kind of wish I just bought a Mega Dream box instead, but it was
Yeah.
still fun.
Well, let me go. Let me go get the one card that I picked up. Hold on one second.
Yeah. Hey guys, go follow Sour Trips on TikTok. Best rip and shipper in the business. Thank you.
I was gonna say, did my kids take it? I thought my kids took it. So I'll show you a raw card that I picked up this week, but I picked up a bunch of
Mhm.
singles. But guys, as someone was selling this for a decent price, there it is right there.
Oh,
I'm holding up the Reshiram Black White Rare from White Flare. It's
Nice.
not like, and I didn't pick it up for like to keep it, but I was picking it up. They had a bunch of cards that they were looking to sell, and it was included. Um, so I picked it up. It's it's a little off centered, but again, picked it up for a good price. And this is something that I really love. Right here, the Iron Valiant. So it's a
Yes.
PSA 10. I don't know if I can't even really focus it. PSA 10 Iron Valiant from Paradox Rift. I absolutely love this artwork.
Such a
Ever
good
since I
card.
was ripping this set, man. This and the Roaring Moon. I've got a Roaring Moon EX out to PSA for the past couple of months. So I'll see it in like 2030, I think, when it comes back.
Something like that.
But I love those two cards, and they are criminally low right
Yeah.
now. So I picked them up. If you can get PSA 10s in SIRs from Scarlet and Violet, guys, especially the first 4 sets that are going out of rotation real soon, I would definitely pick those up.
Yeah, that's why I love picking the Japanese one because I got the one from Terrasso. I love that one too. But
Yeah.
I like the one from Terrasso so much, just a slight bit more,
No, I like that
and
one
it's
too.
like it was like $40.
Yeah.
It's
like a,
PSA
how do
10s in
you
Japanese, ooh, and they look so good.
I bought a bunch of singles like I'm gonna do a show, but I'm like I'm not like I keep telling myself like can I do a show? But like first of all, there's no openings in the shows that are around here. They're all like
Yeah,
booked out. And I'm like, what am I thinking? I'm like, all right, so maybe I'll sell some singles live on TikTok. I definitely don't want to go to Whatnot for that, but Whatnot definitely is a good place for selling singles.
Whatnot is a probably a better
Um
ecosystem for it.
yeah,
Honestly, that little button, I always said that Whatnot button, that slide, that
yeah, the
little
slide,
so easy.
dangerous.
So
Dangerous.
I will say, like, when I first got on there, I think they had like you get $20 in
Mm-hmm.
spending power, and like I bought like some mystery thing, and I got like some crap. Like I think it was a Jigglypuff from Fossil Unlimited PSA 7. Like it was like,
Okay.
oh wow, that was $40 or whatever it
Yeah.
was. Like for like this crap slab. I was like, yep, this is a terrible idea. So I haven't done it since, but I know a lot of people enjoy it. And honestly, there may come a time where I do that for some singles, just to, like move off of them, especially for
Offload
ones
them.
that I'm like trying to grade. I'm trying to bring in stuff into to grade the things that don't make it to that point.
Yeah.
I don't end up sending in, like, that's the easiest way to kind of quickly move through a lot,
Yeah.
even though it still has the fees.
Right.
But
But it's
all of
similar
this
fees to
is
TCG player and it's quick.
yeah, all of this will be stuff that we're gonna talk about, hopefully, in the next couple episodes somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
with our boy TJ, PokePasser, is gonna join us at some point. We need to get and this can be behind the scenes, but it can be on the we need to get Vine with Chelsea. No, she's great. We've actually been talking a decent amount lately too, because she lives in Vens where I used to live in Seattle,
Oh, cool.
area, so yeah, I think she would be really because she's a vendor. Like
Yeah.
she is a vendor. So, we'll have uh
I'd love to get them on
lots
there.
of different perspectives on it because
Yeah.
we'll have Thai as a physical store, versus Chelsea with a hopefully she'll be able to come on, but with a vending aspect, and then TJ has the focus on
Yeah, he's great,
the
man.
TCG player side even more so than I do. So
I
we
remember
have a lot of
watching
cool
his videos
people to
months
talk
ago.
business with
Yeah, that's gonna be
because
a cool thing.
it's a wild time.
I would love to figure out like all the different aspects because I get nervous. Like I used to sell T-shirts in person, no problem.
Yeah,
Like I don't have we don't have a problem talking and like having communicating with people. I just think that like I'm not prepared for like my table being bombarded and like not being able to focus on like my binders and what's going on and looking
yeah,
up prices because like then you also want to acquire certain things. People come to you selling their collections and you think you find some pretty cool stuff and
yeah.
there's so many things, so
It's
many
a
parts.
it's a very different environment because like for my job, there were certain times when we would be working with companies and I would be filming some stuff and then I'd be helping with like booths, in between film sessions or in between interviews and uh I am not a social person in normal life. I don't people very often. But for that, it's like a switch that got turned on, and same thing for like vending. It's like a switch. It's like okay, cool. Uh, we're talking about the same thing. The price fluctuation though is the hardest part. Like you have to be like night. But that's why I don't do it very often, and we
Yeah.
don't have a lot of shows around here anyway. So like I think I've done very a lot of just random deals and stuff. It's been very little like vending and much more like showing up to like trade nights or
Yeah.
not trade nights, like card shops and like
Trade nights are gonna be cool, man.
doing some different deals. And some yeah, trade like kind of like small and like one-on-one, but like vending itself, like the vending part is terrifying.
Yeah, that's
It's
like
really fun if you're like on top of it
yeah.
and if you've done like all your pricing the night before, which is what I had to do, but it is
Like sealed,
different.
I will have no problem bringing these shelves and putting one behind me and throwing up some boxes and whatever. And those are easier because like they take up more
Yeah.
space and you know the pricing on those. Like it's just more, but like these singles just move so quickly. I would just like I wouldn't even know. I just look. I have to look everything up.
Right.
Like, yeah, sure. You want this? Can you do it for that? Let me look that up for a second.
Like I said, it's a lot of work to keep up with. And if you're doing it full time, like someone like Coop, I don't know how
Right.
he keeps up with his collection because it's also so ever changing.
Right.
They stuff in, stuff
He can
out,
get a
stuff in,
card.
stuff out.
You probably get the card in and out, and then get that same card in and out, and that same in one show. There,
Instead, I
yeah,
want to talk to with people that have done it more than me.
yeah, 100%. No, get their honest feedback, get their tips and tricks, and all that kind of stuff. I'd love
Yeah.
to hear it. Excited for it for sure.
Yep. Yep.
So, all right. Well, guys, I think we've spoken enough tonight on the little topic, the hot topics of the week. And happy birthday again to you, Kota. Um,
Thank you. Thank you.
sorry I dragged you out here on your birthday, but
Nah, it's all good.
we'll be back here next week, next Thursday, for episode 4, and we'll have some awesome new hot topics to talk about. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to both Savage Rips and Kota Collects. You can find us here on YouTube, obviously, on all the socials, TikTok, Instagram. So don't forget to do all those things as well. And we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Thanks for joining. Peace.